One negotiation strategy is to tackle all of the hard issues first and up front. The theory is that if you can get through the tough issues, all the others will easily fall into place. If not, you will know quickly and not waste time on a transaction that won't close. However, this is not my preferred strategy. I put my faith in the power of yes. When negotiating the tough issues in a transaction, you sometimes push a little harder than normal and sometimes take strategies that may make the other side uncomfortable. This is just part of negotiations, but it also may tend to offend, bruise egos, or leave a sour taste for the other side. If you have not yet developed a style, flow, and business relationship with those negotiators, it's even worse. That distaste may linger when trying to get through the easy terms in the aftermath. Trip one of those wires, and a vibrant potential transaction can turn to dog mess very quickly over what you think is the silliest and simplest of issues. This is why I most often believe in the power of yes and get agreement on all the easiest issues first. The more yeses under your belt in a negotiation, and the more the negotiators have developed a personal working relationship with each other, the more likely you will be able to work through the difficult issues down the road and close your transaction. I usually request to table all the disagreements, difficult issues, for the end of the negotiations. I save the most contentious issue for last. There are 3 reasons for this. Number 1, psychologically, humans typically like to agree, and it gets people in a cooperative mood. Number 2, it gives time to develop a good working relationship and trust between the parties, so later toughness is perceived less threatening. And 3, the parties, hopefully not the negotiators, become personally and financially invested in the consummation of a transaction as negotiations progress, so it's harder to walk away. Here's one example. I had a transaction where the negotiating power was clearly with the other side. However, after months of negotiations and the other side spending heavily in due diligence, like about $1.2 million heavy, the bargaining scales tipped ever so slightly, but enough for my client to stand firm on some of the most difficult issues at the end. Why? The other side felt they could not walk away after all that time and investment, and we knew it. So give the power of yes a chance to work for you. It could mean the difference between closing or losing that next big transaction.